this is a scarf that I've just made. It's actually from like a big wrap that my mother-in-law gave me, a bit large sari type wrap, and it's not something I would use, so I figured, right, what can I do with it? Let's make myself a scarf. And it's one of these infinity scarves, but most infinity scarves you wrap around twice. Well, I don't want to do that. I like something that just goes quite close. I made it and I wasn't so keen on, even though I made it narrower than it should be, I still wasn't keen on the bagginess. It was a little bit too baggy for me. So I thought, right, I'll put a little bright coloured button on and make a little cord, cord buttonhole, and put that on there like that, and it's just going to be a little, looks a bit like a broochy type thing. And I've actually done a little vlog to show you how I've made this. But also I bought 4 patterns, so I thought you might like to see the patterns that I got. I've actually had these about 2 months and I haven't got round to making anything with them. In fact, my garment making has kind of slowed down at the moment. It's autumn and I'm feeling like, I don't know if you're the same, I feel like I've hit hibernation mode. I just want to curl up in front of the TV and watch TV. Although I don't really, I just curl up in front of my computer and do things on my computer. But I'm not in the mood to sew. I shouldn't say I'm not in the mood to. I'm in the mood to make things like this. I'm in the mood to make other things which I will be doing vlogs for. But I'm not in the mood for making dresses or tops or anything. I will do. I'll get my mojo back, my sojo back. But I'm just happy just pottering on and doing little things. And sometimes these little things I do are I find them more interesting. But anyway, I've got 4 patterns I thought you might like to see. One that I got, which when I got it on, I was thinking, why on earth did you buy that? But it might turn out quite nice. It's the Burda 6345, and it's basically a top like that, a simple top, and it's what you would call a kimono type top. It's the sleeves go across that way and the skirt that way. I have got some fabric that I've had for a while that is rather on the lines of that sort of thing, so I think that it might look quite nice, and sometime when I get the chance to, I will make it. The other one that I got is the New Look N6625, which I liked. I thought that was nice. The only thing is, I didn't realise that the actual right hand sleeve is actually like a cape effect. If you look at that, it's like a cape effect. And I don't know whether that would annoy me, because it means I wouldn't be able to lift my hand very high. But I do like that outfit there, the white and the grey trousers. And I like this idea of the bodice there. So that, again, I think that's going to be a spring 2020 type garment that I'll make for the summer. The other one is New Look N6618. I like that. I like it. I would imagine that will look lovely with a jersey fabric. It's for knits, for suggested size for stretch knits. I think that will look, it'll drape lovely with a very thin type of jersey fabric. So I quite like that as well. I've got some jersey fabric, but again, I might not do that till next year. I've got plenty of dresses to wear, haven't I, ladies, because I made a few. Anyway, that's the New Look N6618. This one is from sizes 8 to 20. I forgot to tell you that. This is the New Look N6625, and the sizes are from 10 to 22. And this one, the Burda, is, they give you European size, which is 34 to 44, or the US size of 8 to 18. I'm not sure what the British sizes are. I don't know if the British size matches that one. But I'll soon find out when I make it. And the last one I absolutely love. I absolutely love. It's the new Look 6574. Isn't that gorgeous? It won't look like that on me. I wish it did. Well, I wish it would look like that on me, but I think there'll be a few more bumps and bulges on it. But all the same, I do like the shape. I'm not sure. I like the high waist, and I think that might be quite flattering. The only thing that I find is, because I've got a big bust, whether that's going to be too prominent. But we won't know until we make it, will we? So I may make that towards Christmas to springtime. But that is beautiful, and this one is from a size 6 to an 18, and it's the new Look 6574. I just love that green one. This is from somebody. The more I say I don't like green, the more I realise that everything I look at and I think, oh, that's nice, it's actually green. So maybe, I think, in my head I think I don't like green, but in my heart I do like green. Mind you, it's more of a mossy green, and I've always liked a mossy or an army green. I do like that. But yes, I shall definitely be making that one. And what else was I going to tell you about? Oh, I have one of my subscribers called Heather, who lives locally in the next town. Let's say the next town, although it's about half an hour's drive away. She liked my purple dress that I made. Do you remember the 3 dresses that I made? A lot of you liked the brown and yellow one, and I didn't like it at first, but I have to say I have been wearing it a lot. I do like the colour. I didn't think I would, but I love it, and everybody's commented on how nice it is. And I also, the one colour that I didn't think I would like would be the purple one, and I thought I would like the teal more, but the teal one is my least favourite. And the purple one and the yellow and brown one are my 2 favourites. But the purple one, who my online friend, subscriber, called Heather Hirons, who lives in the next town from me, wrote to me and said that she had that same fabric, and that she bought it from Minerva Crafts, and that she was going to make a dress for her daughter, and if she had enough spare, she was going to make a top for herself. And then I said, well, do let me see the picture, that, you know, let me see what, if you can, let me see what you've made. And she has made 2 things, a dress for her daughter, and she's made a top for herself. And I'm going to put, I was so impressed, I thought they were lovely. And I asked her, I said, do you mind if I use them, if I put them on my vlog? Because I'm sure people would like to see what they look like. The one for her daughter is on a model, and the top for herself is on her. And I said, well, if you want, I can do it from the neck downwards so you don't see her face. And she said, I don't mind, you can put it up. So I'm going to put the 2 tops that Heather has made, the dress and the top that Heather's made, so that you can see what they look like in that same fabric. So here they come. Do you have to be making that much noise, Missy? Eh? Are you making that much noise? Yeah, you in your box. Shall we take your box and put it in the other room so you can play in it? Hmm? Right, so I have it, it measures about 1 metre across by 30, 60, 70. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, matching these edges, I'm going to sew along there all the way down, and I'm going to leave a gap there, and then I'm going to sew down right down to the far end. So it's going to be like a tube, but there's going to be a gap in the middle. So that's the next bit. So I've sewn along here, I've got a gap there, I've sewn from there to there and from here to the end. Now I'm going to, what we're going to do is we're going to put it right sides together. You have to turn this in like that and bring it up to there. So basically, so far we've got a tube like that, and we have the seams there and the folds there. So we've got 2 pins on that side, and we've got the seams there. But what we want to do is we want to twist it. So what I'm going to do is take this inside one, and I'm going to twist it round and put that one there. So put the seam with that pin, and then I put the pin with the pin with the seam here. So there's the pin and there's the seam. So I do that. I'm going to open up those seams so they lie better, like that. And the same on this side. Open up the seams so they lie better. So now I've got this here, and it's twisted at the bottom. I'm now going to pin along there, and I'm going to eventually sew all the way around here in a tube. It's going to be all sewn around. Right. So I've pinned all the way around there, and I'm going to sew all the way around. Right, so I've sewn around that there. I've used light thread so you can see what it looks like. But then I go to where the gap is in there, and I'm going to pull it through, everything through. So I pull it all through like that. It all comes through like that. And then I have this little seam here, and what it does is, now normally most people make longer ones. If I do that, what it does is it produces a scarf with a twist in it. So what I have to do now is I have to hand sew that little gap there, and then I've got myself a nice little scarf, and I'll show you me wearing it. So once it's finished, you end up with something like this, where it twists at you can have that twist at the front. Your head is going to go through there, and you're going to have this gathering down like that round your neck. And you generally have, you can do it, I mean, it'll twist any way you want, like that. But if you want it, you basically want the seam here to be at the back with a twist at the front. And you can play around with it till you're happy with it. If you, I'm still feeling that's a bit baggy, so I might, the next time I make one, take it in. I've got quite a bit of space there, so I might take it in about another couple of inches, and that will get rid of the bagginess. I'm not too keen on it being too baggy. I'm wearing a navy fleece, purchased I'm afraid, but just so you can see what it looks like with a navy fleece covered in threads, it's going to set it off like that. I'm still finding this a little bit too baggy around the neck, so what I found is that I want to overlap that to there, and that will make it hold a bit nicer on the around the neck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a way to have a button there and a nice loop button loop there, and then that can wrap across to there and be a kind of an accent piece. So I figured this button is a contrast because I'm wearing blue most of the time with this, because it looks blue, kind of sets it off. I figure that turquoisey colour might just pop a bit. And now we're going to fix that on there, but I need to find a way to do a buttonhole here. I could just do an ordinary buttonhole, or I could kind of incorporate some kind of fold over where there's a loop there, which I think I might do instead, and then that would go across to there and loop over. I figured I might have a wild contrast, and I've cut some of this scrap fabric that I have on a bias, this purple, and I'm going to use that. I'm going to sew down the sides, turn it round and make into a thin cord, and that's going to form part of the buttonhole. So I've made my tube like that, and now I've got to turn it round the other way. Now this is a tube turner. I've never had a great deal of success with it. It's basically, I'll move that out of the way to let you see. It's basically a, how can I do that? It's like a crochet hook type, a knitting machine, the kind of hook you used to get on the end of knitting machines, and a ring on the end, obviously for you to pull, and you insert it through here. So that's it for this one, a very short one, but I thought you'd enjoy watching it, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!